So today I'm going to be sharing the worst makeup for mature skin. So in case you're interested, then keep on watching. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Cat's Eye Beauty. And if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm over 50 years old and I love testing out makeup and skincare products, everything from drugstore to high-end and everything in between. And today it's all about the worst makeup for mature skin. You guys, can I say that I had a lot of fun putting this look together? No, it just reinforced my opinion on these makeup products that I have been testing and retesting, and I don't want to step on anybody's toes. If these particular makeup products work for you, then please let us know down in the comments how you got them to work for our mature skin. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, how you doing? I know usually I do like a get ready with me and I start applying the makeup, but today, let me tell you, it was painful putting together this video because it just reminded me of how bad these products are. And what's interesting is these products use trigger words like dewy, glowy, hydrating, smoothing, pore filling, hook, line, and sinker with all those words. So the first product I want to talk about today is what I'm wearing for my foundation or skin tint. It is from Huda Beauty. I'm sorry, but the Glowish Multi-Dew Skin Tint, it's awful. I have tried so many ways to make it look good on my complexion, and I think it's just actually the formula itself. It is a skin tint, and it's not cheap. It's not cheap. It retails for $37. It's light coverage, a radiant finish, fragrance-free, vegan, and of course it's a liquid product. It's a clean, fragrance-free, buildable skin tint foundation formulated with squalane that instantly brightens and leaves the skin with a dewy finish. The problem that I have with this skin tint, it's not glittery. It's almost pearlescent, almost like a highlighter, if you will, and it just accentuates every single pore, every single imperfection on your skin. It almost makes you look like you have scales, like you're a reptile. I'm not kidding. As soon as I applied it, I knew. At first, I was like, okay, this might work. I mean, I've tried it over and over and over. I've tried it with different primers. I've tried it with different moisturizers, but I still get the same effect. It's that pearlescent, scaly look. And I know I have pores. We all have pores. We all have fine lines and wrinkles, but this particular skin tint just exacerbates every little imperfection, every little pore. If you want your skin to look like a reptile, this is it for you. I mean, maybe it's great for younger skin, but for over 50, over 40 skin, if you have the slightest, and I mean the slightest bit of texture, it's just going to call attention to it. It's going to make it look worse. And it's a shame because this is $37. It's expensive and it just does not work for my mature skin. And I like to think that I have pretty decent skin for being 55 years old, but stay far, far away. Maybe I'll use it as a highlighter, but it just makes my skin look a hot, greasy mess. And it's just not good. It's not good. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, the worst concealer I have ever tried, again, is from Huda Beauty. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Huda Beauty's eyeshadows, but their complexion products are something to be desired. When I went to Sephora and I wanted to try their faux filter concealer, I was like, bring it on. The sales lady was like, oh, this is so beautiful. It's supposed to hydrate your under eye area. It's not supposed to settle into your fine lines. It's supposed to flex with the movement of your skin. Full coverage. I have tried so many different ways of applying this concealer. There's nothing wrong with the texture. There's nothing wrong with the shade, but almost immediately, it settles into my fine lines no matter what I use. Dab it in. I let it marinate on my under eye area for 30 seconds. I use the heat of my ring finger to tap it in. I've used a dampened beauty sponge to tap it in. I've used a brush to tap it in. And I already have settling into my fine lines. Even when you set it with the best setting powder, it's still going to look cakey, creasy, and age you even more. I've tried just a tiny bit amount. I've tried like non-existent. And I turned down my lights for a lot of the application in this video so you could get up close and personal with how bad everything looks. And I was just super disappointed in this concealer. It's insane how these salespeople just really push these products onto us. not even thinking that we are of the mature age. Just because it works for a 25-year-old doesn't mean it's going to work for a 50-year-old or a 55-year-old. It just makes it look worse. And now let's get to the next worst product. You know when you eat pizza, the pizza comes and there's like a pool of grease on top of the melted cheese and the dough and everything looks yummy, but there's a pool of grease on top of the actual pizza? That's what my face feels like right now. And I'll tell you what is contributing to that. It has got to be the worst. I mean, the worst blush I have ever put on my face. I've tried to make this work so many times. Please help me. How do you use this if you love it? I'm talking about the Jones Road Miracle Balm. I tell you what, it is bomb. It's a horrible bomb. It's like a grease fest exploded on my face. You're supposed to break the seal of the actual cream blush and rub it between your fingers. And I swear, I take a tiny, minute amount to apply the blush. It's greasy. It has zero pigment, and this is really expensive. Plus, you get a big old jar of this. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's literally like applying Vaseline to your face. I've tried using it under my foundation. I've tried tapping it on top of my foundation. That lifts it up, and look, if it's going to stick to my face like that, but I'm telling you, it's that tacky. It is that greasy. Gross. I don't think it's flattering on my skin, and there's no payoff. I think I'm in the shade, this was like the most popular shade, Dusty Rose. It ain't dusty, it's greasy. And I have normal to dry skin, and I love a good cream blush just like the next person. But oh my Lanta, see? Oh gosh, it's just bad. It's just bad. If you love this Jones Road Miracle Balm, leave me a comment down below and let me know how you work it, because let me tell you, I've tried every single way possible to get that flush of color, to make it look natural, and it's not a grease fest on my face. Oh my gosh, I'm probably have to wash my hair now. Jones Road is the brainchild makeup company from Bobbi Brown, and I love Bobbi Brown. Love her products. I love her Peau Rouge. That is a stunning formula. But this is geared towards mature skin, so that's why I'm befuddled why it's so greasy. I just don't understand. Now for eyeshadow. This is a drugstore makeup product. It is from Jason Wu. It is his eyeshadow collection. I'm in the color Story Desert Rose. Now these just recently launched, I'd say about a year, 2 years ago at Target. Love Target. It retails for $15. It is a 9-pan eyeshadow palette. As you can see, these shades are gorgeous. Love it. What's the problem? The problem is the mattes are super dry. They're not buttery at all. It's almost chalky. It's almost like chalk. There's no payoff to any of the shades. They're difficult to blend, and when you do get them to blend, they are muddy. They don't show off their true colors. It just is not a good representation, and I don't want to sit there trying to apply the same shade over and over to get it to blend. It's just super muddy. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. And then you got this whole center row of these shimmer shades that are literally straight up glitter. As I was applying it with my fingertip on the center of my eyelid, there's so much fallout. It got in my eyelashes. It fell down under my eyes. The fallout was so bad. It's even heightening the bad concealer. So it's like a double whammy. I've got glitter there. I can't. But yeah, difficult to blend. When I read the reviews on the Target website, everybody was like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. It's so easy to blend. I wear this every day. And when you look further and you read between the lines, you're going to see, I received this as a promotion. So of course they're going to say nice things about it. No offense, Jason Wu. I love some of your products, but this is not it. For $15, you have patchy, glittery shimmers, no payoff, chalky matte formulas. It's just a hot mess. You might as well just go ahead and pick up a $3 bite-sized crush palette from e.l.f. There's so many other drugstore eyeshadow palettes that have better payoff, that has no fallout, and less expensive than this. I know this is horrible, and I hate being negative, but I figured this would be a good video to maybe like satisfy your curiosity. If you're like, oh my gosh, that glowish foundation skin tint sounds really good. On second thought, I think I'll save the $37 and just buy the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator, which retails for $5. Just saying. This was really shocking. This has been going viral. It is from Haus Labs. It is called the Atomic Shake Liquid Lacquer. Now, what's so viral about this is you apply this lip lacquer onto your lips, you wait 15 seconds, and your lips are still shiny. The lipstick, this lip lacquer stays all day, and literally after 15 seconds, it does not transfer. Well, you know Catherine was going to check this out and see if it really works. And at first I was like, what is this? First of all, it smells like spray paint. If you have an aversion to scents and really strong smells, this is definitely not the lip lacquer for you. You have to shake it really hard, and it literally has a ball in there, like a can of spray paint. It literally feels like you're applying some sort of silicone on your lips. Then you have to wait the 15 seconds. I almost said 15 minutes. It felt like 15 minutes. It's supposed to dry down that first layer of the sealant. Are we talking about plumbing here? The sealant is supposed to dry down. And of course, yeah, it doesn't transfer. You see that? It works fantastic. But let me tell you, it is so uncomfortable on the lips. It does retain some of its moisture. It's not really drying. I'll give it that. I will give it that. But all day long, you can feel that constant stickiness. Oh, and this is in the shade Rose Shine. I think the shade's beautiful. They have several other shades that are fabulous. I almost bought two. I'm so glad I didn't. I'm glad I just bought the one. But if you have texture on your lips, and we all have texture, we all have lines on our lips. For some reason, this lip lacquer just accentuates it. It makes my lips look so aged and so wrinkled. But I noticed the other day, because I was putting this through a rigorous test. I ate, what did I eat? I think I ate a cheeseburger. Oh yeah, it was delicious. When the lipstick wore off, it did not wear off gracefully. It wore off like in patches. Like, it was not a pretty sight. And then at the end of the day, to actually remove this lipstick, this lip lacquer, was like chipping away at spray paint. It was not pretty. I mean, this looks really pretty at first. For like the first 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Oh, glossy, pretty. Look at that. It's fantastic. Chef's kiss. No, it's uncomfortable. It's really pungent in smell. It's just bad. And you know what? Like I said, if these products work for you, I am so glad for you. I wish they would work for me, and instead of just shelling out a crap ton of money on products that just don't work for my mature skin. Somebody out there, let me know if the Faux Filter Concealer works for you, because you can already see, and I'm going to turn down my lights. Look how greasy my face is. That's a combination of the skin tint. It's the combination of that Miracle Balm. It's ooh. And then the concealer, it just really ages me. I mean, I know I have fine lines under there, but, and then the final product that I wanted to share with you, that is the worst, I hate being so negative, the worst mascara. It's a clean product. Initially, I actually liked this mascara. It's from Merit. It is their, oh God, what's wrong with my hair? It is their clean mascara. Now, upon first application, it goes on smooth. It's got a traditional wand tip applicator, no biggie, but oh my goodness, at the end of the day, it flakes off. It flakes, it smudges, it transfers. This is probably one of the worst mascaras I've ever tried. And this is not cheap. This is pretty pricey. This looks good for about the first couple of hours. I mean, it's not the best mascara. But then, like I said, at the end of the day, it smudges, it flakes off, and I will notice little flakes of mascara under my under eye area. So I've got the Greasy Faux Filter from Huda Beauty. I've got flaky mascara from Merit, and then just like a nice little glowy, I say greasy complexion. And it's just, yeah, I'm a creature of comfort. I like products that feel good on the skin, not uncomfortable. when I apply makeup, I want to feel like there's nothing on my face. Is that too much to ask for? But all of these products are either greasy, heavy, heavily scented, pungent, and just don't work. They don't live up to the claim. And I think that's the most disappointing thing of all. When a product promises no creases, no settling into fine lines, it's going to brighten, it's going to hydrate, but it does the exact thing. It does crease, it does settle into fine lines, and it does age you. And it's just, yeah, so, and you would not believe the amount of cat hair I find on my face after wearing all these greasy products. But yes, thanks so much for hanging out with me today and letting me share the worst makeup products for mature skin. Have you tried any of these products? Let me know down in the comment. Let me know down in the comment section below and let us know what is the worst makeup product you've ever tried and why. Why didn't it work? Please help out our community so we can avoid these expensive purchases and we can save the money and we can get something better that's going to work for our mature skin. But thanks again so much for hanging out with me today. I had so much fun. I hope you did too. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would love it if you'd be a part of our family. In case you want to hang out a little bit longer and check out some foundation reviews, check out the playlist down here. And for skincare reviews, check out the playlist right over there. But for now, mahal kita, I love you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.